Okay, so I've never filmed on my vlogging camera, but I wanted to give it a try to see if I can be a little bit more relaxed. When I bring that Canon out, sometimes I can be a little like, okay, action. When I think to do a video, I'm trying to share information, and sometimes I can kind of leave the personality out of it. So I said maybe the vlogging camera will give me more of a relaxed feel. So let me just jump right in. I decided I wanted to do a get ready with me because normally my Q&As are just me sitting there reading off my phone, and I kind of wanted to make it a little more interesting. So I'm just going to go into Snapchat because I did ask you guys to leave me some questions. So I'm going to go in now and see what you guys have to ask me. I'm going to go in with the pore minimizing primer from Smashbox. All right, so first question is, what to you means success? I love you, by the way. Thank you. I'm using the Anastasia palette, and if I don't mention a product, I will leave everything down below. Success definitely has a different meaning for everyone, but I feel that success is just being happy and content where you are in life. And not even monetary wise or material wise, but I think our life's purpose is to find happiness and to find the things that make us most happy. And when you found that, I feel that you're successful. Now for some people, yeah, having a lot of money is success, and that's fine, but everyone has their own definition. Having money is good. Having money is great. You know, you need it to live. You can make all the money in the world and still not be happy. So I think success is just genuinely being happy where you are in life. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. You guys know this is my favorite everyday go-to foundation. Next question, will you be selling any more clothes on Poshmark? Well, I'm always updating my closet. I try to do like closet sweeps every season, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Hey girl, hey, who are some of your style inspirations? Well, you know, off the top of my head, June Ambrose will always be one of my top favorites because I just love her effortless style, and I would say that it's more similar to mine because I don't overthink outfits. Whenever I put together looks, I just do what kind of flows with my mood that day, and I feel that June Ambrose has her signature look, but she also just doesn't seem like she overthinks her looks. I could be wrong, but I think she got her style pretty down pat where she doesn't have to do too much overthinking about it. I know it's been a while for you, but any tips for people who are new to live alone, specifically how you combated feelings of loneliness that can come with living in a city apart from your family and friends? I think the main thing with feeling lonely is just getting yourself out of your comfort zone. You're gonna have those lonely nights, but I found that when I was like living alone, I started to isolate myself, and it made it a little bit more lonely. So I think just getting out of your comfort zone, getting into nature. You don't have to go out like to parties and stuff. You can go to the bookstore, you can go to the park. I'm very much more outdoorsy than I used to be. Like, I love being outdoors now. I'm always out. So I think just getting yourself out of your comfort zone, just going somewhere that you normally wouldn't go, and you never know who you'll meet. You're gonna have those lonely nights, but you have to find different hobbies and different ways of occupying your time, because I think the idle time is kind of what makes you feel most lonely. Also, advice on how to find your way out of a relationship that is not necessarily toxic, problematic, but just no longer serves you, grows you, or makes you happy. What kind of efforts can you take to move forward, ending it but still being friends? So yeah, this is my very first time using the NARS Creamy Radiance Concealer. I literally just opened the box. Everyone raved about this. I'm super late. You guys know I love my prolonged wear, but I said, let me step out of my box and try something different. So let's see if I like it. I feel that if you're in a good place with this person and that it's not a toxic relationship, you should be able to sit down and communicate with that person. So honestly, can get you so far, and if you just feel that you're not happy in that relationship, you just have to move on. It's no reason to hold on to dead weight or just to hold on to something that just doesn't serve you anymore, and that's perfectly fine. People are seasonal. Not everyone is meant to be in your life forever, and that is perfectly fine. So I just think if you just have that conversation and be completely honest, I'm sure things will be fine. So this definitely comes out a little bit lighter in the tube, but once you blend it out, it's actually not that bad. It's okay. It's very natural. I'm not mad at it. I definitely thought it was going to be a little bit harder to blend because it looks like it goes on like it's about to dry out really quickly, but it blended really easily. So, let's see. Next question. That was a really good question. I'm not really used to giving relationship advice. You know, we don't really go there on my channel. I don't mind. You guys don't always have to ask me about fashion and hair. I do have to get used to talking about it because I'm not used to it, but it's a good change. I can definitely see why people like this concealer. It's very lightweight. It's not over drying, so I can definitely see why people like it. I'm gonna set with the Black Opal finishing powder in medium, or I'm using the contour shade out of the Anastasia palette as well. And I'm just going really, really light because I'm just running errands today. I just came on here to talk to you guys, honestly. Let me go down that neck because my neck is slightly darker than my face, so I have to come down my neck. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Max. I love this powder. And I'm just going in with the powder puff. The powder puff gives a more full coverage, flawless look, and then I go in with my fluffy brush and blend everything together. Okay, so since I'm not going for like a really heavy contour, and that Anastasia contour shade is dark enough, so I'm just gonna go in with M.A.C Film Noir blush. Love this. I'm just going in with just a little bit, just to kind of warm up the face. So now to highlight, I'm going to use the Smashbox Casey Holmes palette. I got this a couple months ago, but I can't say that I'm a really big fan because I don't feel that this is the best for dark skin. I use it because I have it, but it's not my go-to. But before I apply this, I'm going to put a little bit of the Black Radiance cream highlight on. I did not know how much I love this. I recently started using it. I don't know why I just never used it, but it's really, really pretty, and it actually looks very pretty on its own. But I'm just gonna top it with a little bit of that other powder too. But I love how like bronzy gold this one is. What filming equipment do you use? Lamps, camera angle. I'll leave all of that information in the description box. I don't even feel like I even have the best quality because these days people are not playing. They're using 5D marks, they're using the $1,000 lighting. The most updated camera that most people use is the Canon 70D. I'm looking to upgrade really soon, not in the biggest rush because my channel isn't where I want it to be. So yeah, that's why I'm just not in the biggest rush to upgrade. The 70D is pretty good. So if you're looking for a good starter camera, that's definitely one. Do you see how pretty that is? I've been sleeping on it. You can see that I've been using the sculpting shade a lot, but that highlight, this is really, really good. To me, I feel like she could have done, because she has one that's lighter, and that one's great for your light to fair complexions, but for this one, I feel the gold one, she could have definitely had more of a dark gold, a bronze gold. I just still felt that these colors were a little bit too light. But I'm gonna take that middle shade and just a tad bit of it, just to set that cream. Okay, I'm back for the third time. Is there any tips on how to keep the camera from overheating? I'm using the Sony a5100. I don't know why this camera has been overly raved over. I like the camera quality, but the video sucks. People use it for vlogging. I could never do it because it overheats every 10 minutes. Anyway, moving on to eyes, I'm just going to do I want to just do mascara today, or do I want to do lashes? I'll do lashes for you guys. So that was it for the questions. I guess I can kind of update you guys on what I've been up to. I have just been busy with Lace with Style. I'm very grateful that it's been going pretty well. I'm just kind of trying to get my mind right with expanding. I have been working on adding clothing back into the website, so that has been my project lately. I've just been trying to just keep myself busy because for the last year, I went through a really dark place, and I got to the point where I was not doing well, I was doing stuff, but I wasn't really giving my 100%, and that wasn't fun at all. Now these lashes, I can't give you the name of them because I get them from the beauty supply, and they're in the blue and clear pack, and they don't have a name on them, but the number is 747. They're a little bit longer than the wispies that I always wear. So when I want to go for just a slightly more flared look, I'll wear these. Yeah, the wispies are like super natural, but I just still love them so much because they look great on every eye shape. Almost every eye shape. Some people just prefer bigger lashes. I can't do them. I tried to wear like the mink lashes, but the band is too thick for my eye. You can see that my eyes are very small, and those mink lashes just don't work for me. They just make my eyes very closed in and very hooded. I don't like the look at all, so that's why you don't see me really wearing those mink lashes. What else? I'm still, Laced Hair Collection is still open for business as well, so it's been a little hard juggling both, but I really wanted to challenge myself. I'm just like right now testing new textures because I want to have at least like 4 strong textures. I do feel that my Vietnamese wavy, that's not going anywhere. I love that hair quality. Customers love it. That hair is not going anywhere. It's, to me, my best quality that I offer right now. The Indian curly kind of was a little shaky. I had found a vendor, but then they kind of flaked on me, so that kind of like made, I had to go back to the drawing board. So the Indian curly, I'm working on that, and then I'm also working on more of like a kinky curly and then a nice straight. My Cambodian straight is also really good, so I'm not really worried about that as well. So I'm really right now focused on finding a kinky curly and then my Indian curly, because the Indian curly is a bestseller for me, but I'm looking for a particular curl pattern, particular texture. I'm very hands-on and very particular about my brand and the product, so that's why I'm not just pushing anything, because it's about the product. It's not about just me selling and making money. That's definitely not the case. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not. When I put on lashes, I get into like this concentration mode. Running 2 businesses is very hard, and sometimes one of them kind of takes a back seat to the other because you're trying to focus, and it's hard. And I'm doing all of the promo, I'm doing all of the graphics, the websites, answering emails, and it can be very overwhelming, and just trying to keep up and keep the momentum and the consistency going. For me, I think that is where kind of like is not my best strong suit, because I'm just so trying to focus on keeping the stock and trying to see what's the best seller. I need help. And you know what? If you can do it all, you in there. But as someone, when you're trying to run a company, having that help is essential. Because I'm not a graphics person, I'm not a marketing person. Like, that's just not my strong suit. My strong suit is finding the good products, wearing the good products, making them look good, but I need a team. But like I was saying, a year ago, I just felt like I really needed to challenge myself, because I was just like sulking and just so like depressed, and you know, feeling sorry for myself, but I'm like, you know, I still have the ability to do better. I'm in good health. I have both my limbs, I have my eyes, my legs. So you can't feel sorry for yourself, especially if you can change it. So I buckled down and I relaunched Lace with Style, and it's working. You know, it's not as bad as it thinks. I think the biggest hurdle is getting over that fear of failure and that fear of it not working out. You find a way, you know. So that's what I've been up to, and like I said, I still feel like I can do more, I can do better, you know, but it's a process. It's a growth process. I'm learning as I'm going, and I hope that this can inspire someone in some way. No liner today. I'm moving on to lips. Girl, M.A.C sent me the whole entire lip collection. They're permanent lips. Oh my god, when I got this, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I just had to show you guys. I was gonna do like a swatch video, but it's just way too many. I could never swatch all of these in one video. It's 4 drawers full of lip stuff. Like, oh my god, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do? Guys, so you know I've been having a lot of fun. They sent me all of my staples. I have 3 and 4s of these because, you know, I love M.A.C lip products, and I have a lot of this stuff already in my collection, so I definitely want to do some giveaways. I've been really loving M.A.C's World lipstick. I'm mad at y'all because nobody put me onto it, and you know I'm the queen of nudes, and I'm just now finding out about World lipstick. Love it, love it. I think I may wear that one today. So I'm gonna go in with Chestnut lip liner as always. This will always be my favorite lip liner. Always and forever. And they actually included this in the kit, and I just bought 2. This is so pretty, like, and I've been kind of into like glossy lips lately, so I'm gonna go in with the lip glass. They sent me 2 candy boxes, so I think I might give one away, but I'm gonna try a little bit of this. I've never used it. Let's see how I like it. It's a little light. No, I'm not gonna use that. I'm going to use Cultured. Cultured is really pretty. It's kind of like a soft pink with a little bit of reflex in it. So that is it for the look. I'm gonna go get this hair together, and I will be right back. So this is the look. I'm really liking this concealer. I'm super late, but I'm here now. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you prefer these like chit chatty videos, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions on new content for you guys. So leave requests below. Also, if there are any questions that you want in the next Ask Fash video, leave those below as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will chat with you in the next video. Peace.